First of all, I want to thank you for joining us today. And I would like for you to even tell your friends to come and join us on these webcasts because they really are very much like my lectures, And I have heard so many people say that they miss seeing me. Well, this is a good way to see me. And it's also a good way for me to keep in touch with you because you know how much that I do love you and want to be with you. Today we're going to talk about astral projection, and that's been around a long, long time. In fact, Eckankar built their whole philosophy and belief system on soul travel, but we call ours astral projection. Let me give you a little bit of history of this. Years ago, people used to go out of their body, and they would be called literally insane, and some of them were actually put into an asylum. Then there was a famous doctor that came along by the name of Dr. Sylvia Browne, and he took Eileen Garrett, who was a very famous psychic at the turn of the century, and he said, I'm going to prove to all of you that this can be done. He went to a place, and he went upstairs to an apartment building, and he put out a book, opened it to a page, turned on the fireplace, put an apple, cut it in half, and then went away. He came back to Eileen Garrett and he put her in trance, and he directed her. He said, now in trance, because she was a deep trance medium like I am, he said, I want you to go to, let's say, 4212 Elm Street, and I want you to go to the second floor to this apartment room 203, let's say. And so they put Eileen Garrett under trance, and a while went by and a while went by, and she came back. They brought her back in, and they said, all right, now what did you do? What did you see? She said, well, it took me a while to find the place, but I found the place. And she said, and they said, what did you see? Not only did she tell him the page that he had opened, but she even sort of paraphrased the first paragraph on that page. She said, I saw a fireplace that was going, and she said, I saw an apple that was cut in two. Well, from that, Sylvester Muldoon started to tell everyone that there was such a... Same way with spirit guides. They try it for one night or two nights, and it didn't work. You didn't learn to tie your shoes in one try either. Most of us didn't learn to tell time in one time, but we expected immediately. No. And like I said, Eckankar has built their whole philosophy on that, except they like to go to the different levels, which you can go to too. There's different levels, and the levels are the level of animal husbandry, there's the level of gardening, there's the level of the teachers, there's the level of the orientators, and they're all together. Don't get me wrong, you don't go by stepstones, no. But you certainly can go and see people that are famous. You can talk to people that are famous. I had one woman that said she absolutely knew she'd talk to Abraham Lincoln. And, everybody thought she was crazy. I didn't, because I knew she was a tremendous astral projectionist. And they're all over there. I'm writing a book now about celebrities and what they're doing on the other side. This is a way for you to validate it, that you can also go over and validate that souls do make the trip in life. So the next time you see or feel a ghost, just say, are you from this side or the other side? If you're from the other side and you haven't made it, go home to God. If you're from this side, go back into your own body. I've loved being with you today, and hopefully you will tell your friends. If you get an excerpt of this, and you can join the inner circle too, to get more of this and all the benefits that you can get from being in the inner circle. God love you. I do.